Hello everyone. In yesterday's class, we have studied about the aspects which we are analyzing under the economy analysis. Today we will go for the indicators which will affect the stock market. The aspects are same. For your external examination, you need to write these aspects and from where you will get these informations. Then after, you need to write these two charts. Let's understand one by one. Okay, GDP or growth rate. If the GDP or growth rate is a favorable one, then the stock market is increasing. If it is unfavorable one, I mean if it is a slow growth rate, then the stock market is decreasing. Okay, domestic savings rate. So this rate is also affects. If your savings rate is more, that means there is a chances of more investment. Okay, so that's why that will affect favorably to the stock market. If it is low, that will adversely affect the stock market. Then interest rate, as I said in yesterday's class, when interest rate is low, then the prices are also low, and that's why it will affect the stock market. See, the interest rate and inflation both should be low. Okay, and both are related to each other. Then tax rates. In India, the tax rates are a bit high. Some of the Arabian countries are there where there is no taxation system because government has the monopoly of that petroleum products. Okay, but in the countries like India, the taxation system is bit complicated, and if it is made more complicated, that will directly affect the stock market and even for the investors. Okay, IIP or the industrial production. IIP means index of industrial production or the total industrial production. If the industrial production is high, that will affect the stock market favorably. If the industrial production is less, that will affect the stock market unfavorably. Okay, and balance of trade. So what is balance of trade? Balance of trade is nothing but the difference between total exports and the total imports. Okay, here in the balance of payment statement, there are three parts. One is current account, another one is capital account, the third one is the official settlement account. Balance of trade is the aspect of the total difference between the import and export of the current account. Okay, so capital account is not treated under current account. One particular year's import and export of the products and services are considered. Okay, then comes balance of payments. It's the overall result. Even the current account, capital account and official settlement account is considered, and then after what is remaining, that is considered. Then foreign exchange position. So foreign exchange position in balance of payment statement under official settlement account, we have one aspect called foreign reserves. Okay, or we'll call it as official reserves. What exactly it means? It means how much foreign currency you have. Okay, that is what called foreign reserves. Okay, if your foreign reserves are high, then that will affect the stock market favorably, and if your foreign reserves are less, then that will affect unfavorably to the stock market. The foreign exchange reserve what India had, from that they can manage the international trade just up to 9 months. So because of this information, the stock market is declined. Okay, so this is the information before 1 or 2 years. Okay, that's how the foreign exchange reserve will affect the stock market. Then comes the deficit finance or the fiscal deposits. So what is deficit finance or the fiscal deposits? You know budgeting, right? So budgeting tells for what sector how much amount is spent, but the fiscal policy says from where they are going to raise the money and for which sector they are going to invest that money. So fiscal policy says the raising and spending both. Okay, then comes the agricultural productions. When there is more agricultural production, the stock market will affect more. When there is less agricultural production, the stock market will affect unfavorably. Why? Because almost 80% of the industries are based on the agricultural raw materials. Okay, if the agriculture is not in a good position, that means the input or the raw materials are not available, and that's how it affects the stock market. Then comes the infrastructural facilities. For effective supply chain management, the infrastructure facilities are very important. If the infrastructure facilities are not good, then that will affect to the stock market unfavorably. So this is about today's class. In coming class, we are going to speak about company analysis.